Good morning. Happy Tuesday, May 26th, 2026, day after Memorial Day. Let's see, the Dow is up 194, NASDAQ futures up 358, S&P futures up 51. VIX is up a little bit, even though the markets are up. So, another interesting day appears to be headed our way. VIX at 16.72. Oil has dropped down to 92.95. So markets liking the ceasefire. However, it was reported that last night Iran was caught putting mines out. So a couple boats were sunk. This doesn't sound like ceasefire to me. So not be surprised to see markets come down, but so I've kind of had being a long weekend. I was also down, or I was up in Nebraska for a funeral. Also attended the women's super regional softball games, and so I've had a long time to think about the state of the market and just everything. And so my focus really, as this Iran stuff is going on, is really going to just I'm going to try to focus on one good TLC trade a day, and that's kind of my goal, is just to try to get one good one in on a good point of consolidation, and if it's not there, just don't take it. So more trades, more risk. We'll have to see what happens as we get towards the end of May here in terms of the markets and the Iran war. There is the bell. Also gonna, it probably won't be on the live stream for very long, maybe 30 minutes. Have not been very successful this in 2026 with my day trading strategies, so hopefully I can get that turned around. Markets, S&P new all-time high as it opened, 7519.93. Dow up 163, NASDAQ up 328, S&P up 41. Got some stocks pushing up, some coming down. Micron, man, MU up to 840. My goodness. Up 11%. Remember that stock was at 90 bucks. What a run. That is pretty wild. New all-time highs at a micron. Tesla pushed above Friday's high. Same with AVGO. VIX pushing up. Nasdaq coming down. Just I've just never seen the VIX be up so much when like the Nasdaq was up so much. It's definitely this last couple months have been some different trading environments. Tesla pulling back to previous day high. I might get long here on a quick trade. Using the 3 DTE. Tesla coming down now through previous day high. Right to pre-market highs. I jump in here on the 435 calls. Or 35 calls filled at 665 as it pulled back to pre-market highs. Now it's come down since then, so could be a really quick trade. Give it a second to see if it pops back up. I said this last week, but I'll say it again. I'm definitely position sizing smaller than I used to. in these volatile markets. That's quite the turnaround, Tesla. It's come down a little farther than I would have wanted. I've taken trades with this type of setup before where it came down to either pre-market or in this case previous day high and bounced. So but this is definitely a bigger pullback than I anticipated. Also looking for some big volume here. S&P bouncing back up a little bit. Netflix kind of the same as Tesla. Had a big push up and now is pretty decent reversal. CrowdStrike looks like it's going to get a big bar to the downside. I feel like I got a pretty good fill there in Tesla, so that's helped me not get too much into the red here on this push down. If it looks like it wants to go and extend any lower, I'll just close. Just got my finger on the trigger here. Yeah, all right, we'll close it. Filled at 575. So a little bit bigger loss than I wanted to take, but just really reversed. All right, on to the next. CrowdStrike bouncing a little bit after getting a big red bar. Wow, CrowdStrike is expensive. I think I'll pass on CrowdStrike. Take that one off my board, as big as it is. Put in core weave. S&P up to highs of day, new all-time highs. Goog trying to push back up. Micron still moving up. S&P and NASDAQ, new all-time highs. Indices still pushing up. Tesla staying weak. I might turn around and go short here. I'm looking at the 425 puts. Jump in here, fill at 635. So 425 puts filled at 635. Because everything's bouncing, it is not. Man, these markets, let me tell you. Pretty crazy type of market environment we're in. SPX with an expected move of over 30. It's already up 20 from the open. Well, not quite 20. 26. seeing any mighty 90s yet. Technically, Coin had one, but not much volume separation there. I'd like to see a little bit better if this first red bar was a little bit lower. MSTR pushing up through highs. Indices pushing. Wow, what a reversal in coin. So far, no cooperation out of Tesla. Amazon coming down through lows. Big moves, big moves, big moves. That has been the issues last couple of months. Okay, so now the industry's pulling back, but yet Tesla's pushing. It's it has gone the opposite direction both times. Indices were going up, it's coming down. Now indices going down, it's coming up. Closing Tesla. Wow. Built at 560. That pretty much sums up how day trading has gone in 2026. Tesla moving against the markets. All right, I've reached my loss for the day. So on day trading, so this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where just have not been able to get in any type of a groove this entire year with day trading. So gonna jump off and focus on placing one good trade, TLC trade a day. I mean, if the market gives me two, that's fine, but my goal is one good entry. So I will talk to everyone later.